Hello, this evening we're going to do tuna steak, and I'm going to marinate the tuna steak in some chilli and maple syrup with some citrus juice, and then I'm going to do a lovely fresh salsa with it with cucumber, pineapple and red bell pepper. And first I'm going to marinate my tuna. And first I have the juice of half an orange and half a lemon. Then I have the zest of both. Chili powder, just give that a little bit of a tang. And maple syrup. You might think maple syrup is a bit of a funny one, but it'll give it a lovely glaze to the tuna. So just mix that up there. And some sea salt, cracked black pepper, little mix. I'm using a deep bowl so that we can keep turning the tuna around in it. And it's marinated, so in with the tuna. And I'll keep moving that around every few minutes in the fridge so the marinade will go through it. You can see there, it's well immersed in the marinade. Next I'm going to do my reduction for my salsa. I'm going to put this in the fridge now. Now for the salsa we're going to make our reduction. So white wine vinegar, some brown sugar, and just let that reduce down. Some pepper, salt. So it's only literally to get that tangy flavour for your salsa. Now the only ingredient I'm going to lightly cook in the salsa will be the peppers, which I'm going to put into in a second, and then the cucumber and the pineapple are literally going to be just fresh into it, so it's lovely, crisp and crunchy. Now I'm happy with that. I'm going to put my peppers in. And that's all the cooking then on the peppers as well. So it's literally just give a little heat to bring out the flavour in. And now I'm going to add in my pineapple and my cucumber. As you can see, I have some lime juice and zest in here, so I'm going to add in my peppers into that. Nice stir around. Then we're going to add our pineapple into that next. Fresh pineapple. You can also use tin pineapple, but I just find fresh pineapple, it's lovely. That's enough for the amount I have. And now for the cucumber. The seed in the cucumber has to be removed, or else it'll make the whole salsa very soggy and it can go off very quickly. So literally just get your spoon and down you go. So then you just literally have the skin of the cucumber. It's lovely colour in that, and it's lovely and fresh. And I'm going to throw in some chopped coriander into that now as well. Now we just set that aside. And salsa is nice to leave it for a few hours so the flavours all come together in it. That will keep for a few days in a sealed container in your fridge, and the flavour will just get better. I'm going to make a coriander creme fresh to go on top of the tuna. Just give that nice soft texture. Tuna is very meaty fish, so just nice to have that little bit of softness to go with it. So just roughly chop your coriander. I'm going to put a little bit of sea salt into it and a little squirt of orange juice. And we're just going to mix that up. And I'm going to do a quenelle of this on top of the fish, and I'll show you how we do that as well at the end. Now, very simple, but the flavour in that is going to be lovely. And we're going to sear the tuna now, and literally, as I said, searing, so it's literally on a very hot pan, a couple of minutes either side, and then we're ready to plate up. Now, as you can see, a very hot pan for this. I've dried off my tuna. A little bit of oil. A very hot pan. Leave it there for 1 minute and then we'll turn. As you can see at the back here, I have the reduction going on here, which is the marinade of the tuna. So we'll reduce that down. Now I'm going to turn it. Lovely charred, nice colour on it, and we only cook tuna because it's still going to be pink in the middle, and that's the right way to serve it. Now some people don't like it that way, but that's the way I'm going to do it tonight as well. You can see the caramelisation of the maple syrup on it, which is lovely, it'll give a lovely texture to it, and my reduction is coming along nicely as well. And I'll just turn that again now. Now I'm going to turn the heat off on that and just go let it rest. It's very important to let tuna rest. As I said, it's a very meaty fish, so it's good to let it rest for a little while. And then we're going to plate up then. Now I'm just going to put a small bit of rocket, a little bit of olive oil, just into the rocket. Just gives that lovely peppery flavour underneath the tuna. Fine bit of tuna. Now onto the rocket. You can see the tuna is still nice and pink. Now the reduction, you can see it's really, this is the marinade I had with the tuna. So I'm just all the flavour in that, so just literally rub that over the top of it. And now we're going to put our salsa. And I just want to put little globs around the plate. Nice little bit there. Nice bit of juice bit. Then I said I was going to show you how to quenelle the crème fraîche. So literally 2 hot spoons. Like that. It's like if you're doing, see the way you're working one end with the other? Just slip that on top of there. And then just to make things pretty, I'm just going to put 2 little pineapple stems there and some coriander on your salsa. And just a little sea salt. And there you go, is your seared tuna, fresh salsa with a coriander crème fraîche. I hope you enjoy.